Welcome to 2003.
Year of the flip phones, frosted tips, and unforgettable firsts.
The world was changing fast, from the front lines of global headlines to the screens of our favorite TV shows.
Music was evolving, tech was transforming, and pulp culture?
Well, it was absolutely iconic.
So grab your trucker hat.
Fire up your dial-up connection.
Let's rewind time to when MySpace ruled the internet and Finding Nemo stole our hearts.
This is 2003.
The year we became teenagers. Cocks in our hands.
I was going to say the year our balls dropped. Let's start with the top tech of 2003. 2003 was a super interesting year for tech. Who fucking wrote that?
It was a time you did.
No, this is
Gene
AI. It was a time when the internet was speeding up slowly. Mobile phones were getting cooler.
Still had buttons.
And the seeds of today's digital world were being planted. What kind of phone did you? I didn't have a phone when I was 13.
I didn't get a phone until I might have been 13 or 14, actually. I had the very first flip phone. And the only thing you could play on it was Snake.
Do you remember the brand?
No. It was definitely like a Nokia.
I was probably, might have been 14 or 15. I got a track phone. The only reason I got one, I knew about it because my aunt had one. And it was the old school Nokia. Just looked like a wireless phone in your house. It had the antenna you could pull up. But you could press the button and interchange face plates. Oh. The screen was this big, and like you said, it had Snake on it.
Yeah.
It was just that.
Well, remember
no backlight. It was just the green and black screen.
We had, 5 or 6 different, places you could get, cases for your phone throughout the mall?
Yeah, I had that one, and then I had the Virgin Mobile flip phone. One of the first phones that had real ringtones.
Whoa. Remember when you could, call into a certain number? Remember when it had commercials for ringtones?
Oh, I remember the text the number.
Yeah, text the number, that's what it was.
Text the number to get this. Baby got back. Text 4488.
Yeah.
Anybody, did you ever do that?
No.
I was going to say,
no, everybody. We found the workaround, pretty. You could, record it and then put it as your ringtone. You can make any recording.
I've never did. I was, even at that age, I was like, this is a fucking scam.
Wow, yeah. Well, remember back...
You had to watch your minutes, man.
I was saying you had to watch your minutes, but every text was a minute.
Yeah, no matter if you send it, you're like, don't send me any more texts.
Yeah. Mom would be like, you're 500 minutes over.
That's why we had track phone. It wouldn't work. We just ran out until I got a job, and then I had the Razor 2 was the first actual phone plan I had.
Razor 2?
Razor 2. It had the screen on the front. It was an actual touch screen. It played music.
Yeah.
The screen was this big.
Mm-hmm. I had the very first flip phone. It was a gray Nokia, and then I had this like you said, that slide phone. Mm-hmm. And then I had a Razor. But it was every time I got a phone, 2 or 3 months later, a cooler phone came out.
I don't know. Shopping for a phone back then was fun because it was ooh, what do I want to get? And you could actually see. Oh, yeah. Look at all this different stuff.
There's a bunch. That's
and now they're all the same. It's just a screen. You're do you want a flip phone? Do you want a slide phone? You want one that slides up, has a keyboard, flips around? You want this?
Well, we're slowly becoming homogenized, which is annoying because all the cars look the same.
Choice. Yeah, they do.
All the SUVs look the same.
I want to start a company. I wish I had the money. I'd start a company where I go out to these dealers and buy the old designs from the cars from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
And redo them, but with today's technology and safety. Could you imagine? That shit would fly off the shelf. You'd be like, oh, what do you want? You're looking at, it's this, 55 remake. Okay. So it's got the old body, but everything's updated.
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't.
I'd buy one in a heartbeat.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody goes to car shows to see the old cars.
Phones now. You got, 3 choices?
Wish I could get a dumb phone, because I don't want to spend so much time on my phone.
That's going to be implanted in your brain here soon.
What? No. That's one thing I will not. I can't do that. And it's not even religious or anything. It's just there's some things that just
I don't want that. Open up my skull to put something in there for me.
I hate taking medicine. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you're sick. Take this. Nah, we'll let this go for a week. See if the body can fight it off. 2003 was the first year that camera phones really took off in the U.S. Phones like the Sony Ericsson T610. I don't know if I had that.
That might be the phone I had, Nokia 3650.
Oh, no, I didn't have that one. I had something like it. I didn't have it for very long. I don't know why. I think, I got this at Walmart and it was like $30. And then I saved up and got that Virgin flip phone.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember. I just remember opening it and it was like, there was no weight to it. I was like, oh, okay.
I forgot about removable batteries.
Yeah, all the time. I remember my first Galaxy. It was like the S8 or S9. If it froze, they were just a hard reset. You pull the battery out,
put it back in.
Throw it back in. The back was like a flimsy piece of plastic.
Yeah.
3650.
I'm almost positive this is the phone I had. The very first phone I had. And it is not. What the fuck is that?
It looks like an iPod.
I've never seen that in my life.
It's like the phones went through the same thing as cars did.
Yeah.
Like, when they first came out, they were bland, and then they went through this stage of, like, great design and stuff, and then they went just like, they're all the same, and that's where we're at.
Look up Nokia flip phone. First flip phone. Yeah, it looked like that one on the very top
This
there.
one.
Yeah. We're so cool in those days. You just flipped it over. Oh. Remember, it was like, it started off kind of small, and it was cooler the bigger the phone was. And then it was cooler the smaller the phone was. And then it's now back to getting bigger.
I saw a thing that said...
Was it because of porn?
Yeah, it said phones, when they came out, small. Once you could watch porn on your phone, bigger. Somebody had one of the tiny phones. I can't remember who it was in our school. That it was a flip phone, but it was like this big.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Look how cool it is. I'm like, first of all, where did you find that? Second of all, why?
Yeah, that thing
right there. Yep, that was it.
Look at this. That was when it was cool for us. It's like, look how tiny it is. It's awesome.
BlackBerry explosion. The BlackBerry 7230 launched in 2003. The people were getting addicted to their crackberries. I've never heard that expression. The third generation iPod, one with the touch-sensitive wheel and the dock connector, dropped in 2003. Is that the iPod video? Helped cement the iPod as the music device of the decade. I had an iPod. I had loaded with so much stuff that wasn't from the iPod store.
Yeah. No, nobody had that.
iPod I had like a glass front. It would get so smudged up and shit. And then the new one had like metal.
I had all the musical ones, but whenever it came to video, I got a Zune.
I never had a Zune. I knew people with Zunes.
I was one of them. I liked it. It had a big screen. It was like a big brick. Nobody liked it, but I liked it.
Let's get into some of the games that came out. Call of Duty debuts. The first Call of Duty launched on PC. I never played the first one. First one I played was 2. It was Christmas. 360 was out. So it was like 2006 or 2007 or something.
2006 was when the 360 came out.
And I went to GameStop to get something, and it was busy, so I was like, I'll see you over there. And they had it on demo. I played that thing for like a half hour there.
Yeah.
And I was like...
That's another thing they don't do.
No.
They don't have games in stores.
I was like, I need that game.
Yeah. Please give me that.
So, I bought Call of Duty 2. Came back and fucking played it till I beat it. And it was so fucking real. I was like, oh my God.
Well, it felt real, yeah.
The Nintendo Game Boy Advance SP came out. A foldable version of the Game Boy Advance with a backlight.
My favorite version.
Was it? I didn't have that one.
Specifically.
I remember the Advance. I don't remember the Advance SP.
Well, I don't remember it being the flip one. I remember it being like the little handheld one. Looked like a football.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember this one.
Alright, so yeah, it's this one and then the one right after this. It's Game Boy. It's also a Game Boy Advance though.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was the SP.
That one, yeah. But then the PlayStation 2.
The PS2.
Of some of the things I had.
It was still the #1 console in the world. Big releases included The Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Did you play that? I played that.
Yes.
Awesome. Tony Hawk's Underground. I played that.
Need for Speed. But
Underground.
Silent Hill 3. Played that. Jack 2. Love that. Ratchet and Clank.
That.
Going Commando.
Oh, Jack 2.
Max Payne.
Yes, I played that. My grandmother bought me that for Christmas, not knowing what it was. Okay.
Enter the Matrix. I played. SSX3. The best snowboarding game ever made.
Well, have I played 3? I remember I played SSX Tricky all the time.
And then so the only other one I was going to say is Need for Speed Underground. I played that a lot too. I love me some Need for Speed.
There was Need for Speed Underground, which I remember that because it was all like night setting, and that's when you could really like detail your cars. And shit.
You could do everything.
There's another I had Need for Speed 2 Hot Pursuit.
Hot Pursuit, that's what, I'm pretty sure just 2.
When you could play the cop or you could play the thing and change. It was more of a racing game. There wasn't too much like customization in it. But I remember playing that.
We used to be able to customize your cars.
You
cannot do that now.
Customize. You can make
you can, but
you can be custom football players. Well, wrestling games still have customization. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But you could customize. In every game, you had customization. The Tony Hawk games, you make your own skater.
Yeah.
Then you could change anything from the trucks to the wheels.
Yeah.
The boards.
Everything.
Tony Hawk's Underground. Was that the first Tony Hawk you could get off the board? Do you remember? It was a big deal. Like, you can walk.
I don't think that was till the PS3. Yeah, because you could like get off and then run and like jump on top of stuff. I mean,
Underground.
People are still playing Skate 3. I don't know why they don't revamp that.
The feet with the controls.
Yeah.
Man, that's the one that showed you the injuries, right?
Yeah, you fall off a big building, wall of meat.
So we used to see how much medical bill we could rack up.
Yeah.
Remember the one, you broke your dick. The x-ray was blurred out. Speaking of PlayStation 2, did you ever play Flat Out? It was a racing game to where, like, if you wrecked, the dude would fly out of the car. But then it had a bunch of mini games where it was like high jump. So you'd hit your car and then you'd hit a concrete barrier and see how high you could launch your guy.
I feel like I did play that, but I don't remember it.
And the physics were insane because it was just like ragdoll physics, so he'd fly through the air. Other cool tech stuff that came out in 2003, the Blu-ray versus HD DVD battle begins. I don't know too many people who had HD DVDs.
This is the first time hearing about it.
This is the first time you heard about it. I remember seeing the thing, like the Blu-ray has the Blu-ray logo, and the HD DVD had like a gray logo that had HD, and then it had the normal DVD logo. Yeah. But it was something, I don't know. I was still in like the Stone Age. We were still on VHS. It started VHS, and then we had the VHS and DVD player. Like there was a combo thing, and then it went right to Blu-ray. USB flash drives got cheaper. People were ditching floppy disks and burning CDs in favor of small, solid-state drives. That blows my mind. 2003? I didn't know what a USB was. I had a stack of fucking CDs. Like, nothing was labeled.
Those are things that you couldn't understand how they go in. You fucking put it in, flip it, put it in, flip it, put it in.
All these CDs are, what's on this one? I don't know. Fucking put it in. Nope. What's on this one? Just all the same. Movies that came out. Top movies came out the year. The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I still never watched those movies. Shane lent me his Lord of the Rings disc set like 10 years ago. It's still upstairs.
We traded. I watched all yours.
Oh, my what?
You lent me the Star Wars ones. You can start with the shorter ones. You don't have to go... Because the ones I gave you were the director's cut.
Shorter ones. Oh, my God.
They're the extended version.
Do they have those on it? Do they have both of them on it? Or just one?
No, that's just one. Each one of them... Each movie has 2 discs you to play.
How long's the movies?
Regular is like 2.5 hours.
Well, how long is the director's cut?
Like 3.5, 4.
Well, that's what you want to watch, though. The director's cut. Finding Nemo came out. I saw that in the theater.
I can't believe Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and Finding Nemo are in the same year.
So that's the final. Is that the final of like?
That is the
final.
Final. I can't believe Pirates came out in 2003.
Yes, we saw that in the theaters too. Pirates of the Caribbean.
I didn't see the Black
Curse of the Black. That's the first one.
But I've seen all the other ones in theaters.
Matrix Revolutions. The only Matrix movie I ever saw was the first one.
I hope this blows up and people find out that you never watched these. And
I watched The Matrix.
Kill you.
The first one. I've never seen any of the other ones.
And yet again, I've seen them all. Multiple times.
Are they worth the thing?
Yeah, so I wouldn't say the new one is worth it, but the first 3, yes.
What, the new one like came out a couple years ago?
Yeah.
I don't know. Great. Last Samurai, never saw it. Tom Cruise. How is Tom Cruise the Last Samurai? Tell me
you haven't seen Elf either. I'm going to punch you right in the gut.
Last Samurai? What's Tom Cruise the Last Samurai?
I thought it was good. I like it.
Kill Bill, I never saw any of the Kill Bills.
But it's Quentin Tarantino.
I know.
I mean, you almost have to watch
that now. I was 13, okay? I was obsessed with fucking wrestling and video
games.
Well,
you're also 35 now. Almost.
I'm gonna save these all for my retirement. Like I'm gonna get there.
You're never gonna get there. Shane, remember that movie?
You finally watched the Lord of the Rings.
Will you guys please share these videos with your friends and family so we can have some free time so I can culture this guy?
About the TV, what kind of TV shows are going on in 2003? Top rated CSI.
Who wasn't watching
Came out.
CSI?
It's the #1 show in 2003. Yeah, I watched
can't
it.
believe they're still going.
American Idol was in its second season. You watch any of that? I did.
I'm pretty sure that's whenever. When I think second season's whenever where she bang.
Was that the second season?
I want to say it is.
William Hung.
William Hung. Yeah. He had to been like in the first, second or three.
I remember
1, 2, or 3.
William Hung.
Oh, it was Where do you
see that at?
Third season.
I remember.
I knew it was early.
Somebody made a song with it. It was like his audition tape, and they looped it. About she bang. They put it to a beat and all that. I remember downloading that off Napster. Napster. Kaza.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's on CD somewhere.
I know.
Just stop in the middle and go, I had no professional training.
Oh, you're doing amazing.
Oh my God.
I had no professional training.
William Hung.
You don't say.
I can't listen to that song ever the same again.
I know. It'll never be the same.
It ain't Ricky Martin's song. That's fucking...
It's
oh baby, and she moves.
It's William Hung.
The moves did it though. She bangs.
I know.
Joe Millionaire. I forgot all about Joe Millionaire.
I know. Whatever happened to that show? Why isn't that still going on?
Where a fake millionaire dated women unaware that he wasn't rich. Do you remember the show on Spike or TNN, whatever it was called the Joe Schmo Show?
Vaguely.
It was a reality show to where he was put in a house with like 20 people, and they told him like, each week we'll do challenges. Somebody get eliminated, and the last person there wins $1 million. And then he was the only one unaware that everybody else was an actor.
Oh no!
You ever saw that
no.
one? So everybody, they'd come behind the scenes and they'd be back here. They'd show behind the scenes clips and in the show clips. So they'd be like, they'd all have earpieces in. They're like, do this, and they'd get them pissed off and do things, I guess. And then at the end of the show, they announced that he won. He's crying, and then they unveiled it to him that it was all scripted. Like, you were gonna win anyway, and all these people are actors. Oh, your show came out. Queer Eye for the Street.
No, I've never seen. I know I've seen the commercial for it, and I know like the little bit of a jingle, but I don't.
The jingle? What was the jingle?
Yeah, I don't know. It was like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. I don't know.
There we go. Pop culture. Let's see what's going on in pop culture 2003. Pop culture was a peak. Early 2000 vibes. Ooh, bedazzled jeans. Did you have them? Boy bands still hanging on. Reality TV exploded. Some absolute music. What?
Absolute music?
What does that mean? Anyway.
A CD?
I don't fucking know.
I'm pretty sure it was like a CD like right before Now That's Music. Now that's what you call music.
I think you're just making shit up at this point. See if I believe you.
I'm pretty sure it's a CD.
Absolute music refers to instrumental compositions that are not tied to a specific story narrative. Oh, it's just fucking random songs. Beyonce goes solo. She's really dangerously in love.
Who is she with?
She was with TLC.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the other two bitches' names.
I'm uncultured, man.
TLC,
I watch movies.
Yeah, she broke free.
Hey,
50 Cent breaks through. Get Rich or Die Trying dropped with hits like In the Club.
Ooh.
Oh my god, look. He basically owned the charts that year.
I was really big on Nelly for some reason.
Did you wear your Band-Aid?
No. I never had a Band-Aid. I thought about it a couple times.
I thought Hey Ya came out in 2005. But apparently not. That's even older than I thought. Hey Ya drops. Technically released in late 2003, but by the end of the year it was everywhere. Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture became a pop culture movement. I remember everybody saying, you don't shake a Polaroid picture, you dumbass. Where's the Love by Black Eyed Peas. That was the
I remember that one.
That was the last Black Eyed Peas song where they actually tried.
Well, yeah.
It goes from that to boom, boom, pow. Boom, boom, pow. Evanescence. Bring Me to Life.
Evanescence?
Oh,
Evanescence?
Evanescence. The original.
Evanescence.
Evanescence.
Something about Bring Me Back to Life has always irritated me.
Something about that song? The band or that song in general?
Just that song.
I think it's because that song was pushed to the moon.
Probably.
And
There's
then it was
everywhere.
played because how many other songs do you remember off that album?
I know Where's Love. Oh, Evanescence?
Yeah.
I don't know any of them. Her, like, screaming that irritated me.
She's better as a, like, not solo, but what's that other song she did? Oh, I can't remember the fucking name of it. It's just basically her. That voice, though, is like, ooh, get you wrecked.
What? I've never been erect when someone's singing. Maybe things are different for you, buddy.
You ever listen to Adele? Remember that? Like I said,
I never got a boner. I was like, I'm hard right now.
I'm hard. What's going on? Popped collars. You had pop collars.
I did have a pop collar. I did not. Yeah, I had a couple Holsters. I was like
Man, we were PacSun kids. We didn't like Hollister.
No. That was before you worked there.
I know. This is when I started shopping there. That's when it was still a skate shop. There it is, 2000s mall fashion. Hollister, Abercrombie, and Hot Topic for the win. That's when Hot Topic was still scary to people. MySpace launched.
In 2003.
Customizable profiles, top 8, drama, glitter gifts. AIM and MSN Messenger were still the main way to chat after school in Neopets, E-Bomb's world, which we covered before right here in our internet of the 2000s, somewhere in this area.
Somewhere right here.
And Homestar Runner kept you busy for hours.
We also have a video on that over here.
Woo! Let's go for the top news. Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, February 1st. Now, I read this. Tragedy struck when the shuttle disintegrated on re-entry, killing all 7 astronauts. And I had like a mind fuck. Like, I was like, didn't this happen in the 80s? And one did happen in 86, and it was another one. It had the school teacher net on it.
McCall Heights.
No. What?
That's what...
No.
That's what she's... That's the lady. I'm almost positive.
McCall Heights is fucking school up to Challenger is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but isn't that named after the lady that died there?
I don't know. During pre-launch broke out in Apollo 1. This one.
How did she even get on there?
What are you talking about?
The teacher.
How was you drinking?
I don't know. Not enough.
This one was the same thing. It was like 8 people.
Krista McAuliffe.
Oh, I don't fucking know. That's what your brain chooses to remember. Her last name. All the shit you need to remember.
Somewhere along the lines, I'm told McCall Heights was named after the teacher that died.
Is that why it is?
Yes. Look it up.
Oh my god. I've never heard that.
I'm glad I could teach you another thing.
I feel like an idiot.
No, you're over here laughing at me, make me second guess myself.
I thought you meant like she was from the school.
I don't know if she's from the area or what, but
it was caused by damage to the thermal shielding on the wing during the launch, which they had no idea until they came back. Can you imagine that? The hell of a way to find out.
Yeah.
You burn up on the way in. Another news: the Apple's iTunes Music Store launches. That's crazy. 2003.
I know. Still going around.
Legal digital music sale begin to take off. Well, I think
that's another thing people don't realize. You used to have to, like, plug your phone into the computer to update it. And put this. But I came across this thing. They said, but they keep raising the prices on like Spotify and Sirius and Netflix and all the streaming. Is like people are just gonna start pirating.
You do realize that we're the millennials, right?
Yeah.
We were pirates. We'll always be pirates, and don't make us go back to that life.
I don't know who's
a pirate's life for me. Well, 2003 was a year for a lot of digital stuff. Changed our lives. That didn't really do it.
Of everything, really.
We got our cell phones. Our balls dropped. Everything. The internet was coming into its own. TV was here. Everything was cumulating.
Comulating?
Yeah, that's the word. And we didn't know it. But everything was going to go poof, and then it had to die down, and it's going to raise back up at some point.
Yeah, we're in the lame part of it. Should be going back to good.
We're spoiled.
We just got to find the new porn. What is the new porn for us?
But that's it for the Shane and Wayne show. Remember, we forgot this last week, but I remember that awesome sign-off we had, and I forgot it last week. But if you ain't laughing, you ain't doing it right.
That is the truth.
So join us next week. Get out of here, bitches.
Bye.